Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, How To Teens Edition. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this bracelet. I really like this bracelet and I think it's a really pretty pattern, and I thought that I would show a video on how to make this bracelet easier than following the pattern row by row, since I found a pretty easy segment knotting version to make this bracelet. So without further ado, let's get started. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video to any of your friends. So let's get on with the video. So I'm going to change up my setup a little bit. I'm going to try and thread a string through and tape it off camera so that you guys can see the actual pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So in case you guys want to make this same pattern, the pattern number is 22524 on BraceletBook, and I will also leave a link in the description below. So I also made a video with this exact bracelet on how to choose your start. So if you think you've seen these colors before, that's probably where. So the first step that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at my pattern, and this is actually the base row. So this would be the first row that you start off with. So if I look at my bracelet, I can see that I have to make a black row. And then where these two strings are coming out, I have to do a backward knot so that these two blue strings can go outward and continue to start making this V in the middle. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do forward knots until I reach there, and then I'm gonna do a backward knot. So doing this pattern in rows is definitely a lot easier than doing it set by segment knotting, which means doing it in like the V's or in a specific shape is definitely a lot easier than doing it row by row. So this is a technique that really makes your bracelets go a lot faster, and it makes them a lot more enjoyable to knot than doing it row by row, because that can get sometimes really boring. You have to pay too much attention. So I like finding patterns inside of the bracelet and then trying to remember them. That way you don't have to look at the pattern in order to complete your bracelet. So I've just done these black knots up until here where I got to the blue. So now I'm going to do a backward knot with the blue, just like that. And then I'm going to continue with my black all the way to the middle. Right, perfect. So just like that, I've done one row, and now I just have to repeat that exact same process on the other side. So before I continue, I think it's important to mention that this bracelet is pretty much made up of 4 rows that are just repeated over and over again with changing colors. So the first row would be this row with the 3, then there's this row with the 1, then the row with the 5, and then just a plain black row. So those 4 rows are repeated over and over again, and just with changing colors. So I've now finished on both sides, so I'm going to move on to row number 2. So for row number 2, you're going to see that I have to make one of these dots on the side, which happen every other row. So in order to make those dots, I'm going to do a outward knot with the black so that I can get the 2 extremities of the gradient, and then I'm going to do a forward knot with the blue over the orange, just like that. And then I'm going to take the black and then go over the blue, so that I've created just a simple dot with the blue surrounded by 2 blacks. Then I'm going to continue this blue, and this is row number 2. So I have to make these 3 dots. So I'm going to make 3 knots with the blue. And on the last one, so on the 3rd knot, I'm going to make a forward-backward knot because I have to continue in the other direction. So on this last one, I'm going to do a forward, and then I'm going to do a backward knot. So then I'm going to take the black and I'm going to do a backward knot, and this is going to be on a random string. And now I did this outward knot last time, and now I'm going to continue it. So I'm going to do a forward backward. So that right now I'm doing this turn, and then I'm going to do that V inward. So once I've done the turn, I can start doing the V, and then I'm going to go all the way into the middle. So just like that, I've made it in the middle, and now I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So now the next step would be to do a mostly black row, and then I'm going to have one knot with this blue, which creates this knot right here. So I'm just going to do almost like a big chevron with my black until I get to the blue, which is 4 knots right now. So this is the second knot, the third knot, and then the fourth knot, which should be right before the blue. And then you're going to take the darkest blue and you're going to do a backward knot, just like that. And then with this blue, with the black, sorry, not the blue, you're going to continue all the way to the middle. And this is a simple chevron, so this shouldn't be hard. So this bracelet is essentially just a big chevron, but you change colors in the middle and then you do knots with those colors instead of the black, which give it this nice pattern. And then I'm gonna do it the last one here in the middle. And then again, I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. And finally, we have to do the last row. So now again, you're gonna notice that we have to do a dot. This time it's with the orange again. So I'm going to do a backward knot with the black. And now since it's the first dot, I have to do a backward forward knot because I don't have to continue with the orange down, I just have to do the dot. So I'm going to do a backward forward, and now with the black, I'm gonna do a backward knot, just like that. So now the dot is in the middle. Then I'm going to take my dark blue from earlier, and I'm going to do a backward forward knot. And now I'm doing this, so I have to go in almost all the way. That's exactly what I'm going to do. It's 5 knots, so this is the second knot. This is the third knot. This is the fourth knot. And then this is the fifth knot. And then if you notice, there's a pause in between these two. And so you're going to take the black and you're going to knot it on the blue to make that pause. And then you're going to take the blue and knot it. Lastly, you're going to do a backward forward knot. Just like that, so that you've created this pause. And then take the black and just do a backward knot on this string. And so just like that, I've completed the last row, and I'm going to do that on the other side, and then we're going to be done. And so now that I've finished, I'm going to do a triangle end, and I'm going to film a video for that, and I'll post it. And if it's not already up, it'll be up in a few weeks. So I'm going to go do that right now, and then I'll come back once the bracelet is finished. So as you can see, I've done my ties at the end with a video that's coming out soon. And this is the final product of pattern number 22524. I really hope you guys enjoyed this bracelet, and leave a comment down below if there are any other videos that you guys want me to do. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!